Hi, in this retail story, I want to talk about actually a distributor who created a new precision supply chain solution and built an entire business out of it. And that's called the Hillman Group. Back in 1964, two brothers started a business and they said, hey, when somebody walks into a hardware store, for example, or Home Depot or any place that sells little bits and pieces, and I just as a customer want one washer, what's the supply chain solution for that? And it turns out that there was an easy one. Everybody was losing money on trying to handle one washer. So when you go into a hardware store and you try to buy one washer, what do you see? You'll see an aisle where there is very special racking, and it's all sort of plastic see-through kind of racks, and you can open up the top. On the inside of the lid are all the descriptions of what's in all the little spaces in the box and barcodes and so forth. So you can say, oh, washers, and you zero in on the particular size washer you need. And when you find you go to get the washer and you think, gosh, 99 cents for something that might have cost 1/10 of 1 cent to produce in some factory. That's a huge markup, but we don't care in the sense that we have it and we've got something that's leaking and time is money, and so we just pay the money. And if you ask the hardware, retail store owner, hey, tell me all about that system you have for selling one little fastener, screw, nail, bit, part, nut, whatever. And they'll say, oh, actually, that's from Hillman Group. It's not from my hardware wholesale supplier co-op. Yeah, I buy ladders and paint and all other stuff from those guys, but these guys came in and they basically say, how big a system do you want? We have the top, 50, 100, 5,000 different goofball items that people might want one of, and depending on what you want to invest in space, square footage, we can put these systems in. And I don't know what the terms are with Hillman as far as does the guy pay for the racking up front or does he lease it over time or whatever, but it's a total turnkey deal, and Hillman's agent will come in periodically as needed to top this system off. And they're by opening up the lid and just eyeballing the spaces, if it's less than half full, they zap the barcode, so they can zap 185 items in 15 minutes, hit a button, and send that electronically right into the computer at a Hillman Group warehouse where these things are picked, and it's in an environment where little pre-sorted bags, robots literally count screws and put them in bags and seal them, where those bags can be picked on a sequential basis, so that when you open the box up at the store, you can literally go from left to right down the aisle and just snip off the top of the bag and dump these things, these washers or nails or whatever, into their spot. Nobody really knows, how many weeks or months or years supply you may have of these items. Maybe Hillman does, but the material, the dollars that are tied up for the retailer, who pays 10 cents for them and sells them for 99 cents or something like that, is immaterial. So when you look at that huge carve out in a hardware store, now we have to say, well, is it possible to do a little mini semi-custom carve out with a custom spice rack? Think about the story about the plumbing contractor and little, tackle box of stuff on their vans. Or think of the OEM electrical passive component guy setting up little bins for those clips and fasteners. So this is just another way to get across that concept of creating custom precision supply chain solutions for highly popular, very small, geeky items that are bought on a substantial basis by some of our big customers. So that's it. Thank you.